The Story of a Boatman. Chapter 1. The River and the Man. In a small village surrounded by green fields and tall palm trees, there flowed a wide and restless river. The river was the lifeline of the village. It carried water to the farms, fish to the fishermen, and hope to the people who lived on its banks. But the river was also dangerous. During the rainy season, it swelled with anger, flooding fields and breaking weak boats. Many feared it, yet many depended on it. On the edge of this river lived a poor boatman named Raman. Raman was not educated. He could not read or write. He did not own land, gold, or a big house. His only wealth was his small wooden boat, old and patched many times. The paint had faded and the wood creaked with every wave, but the boat floated, and that was enough for Raman. Every morning before sunrise, Raman woke up, washed his face in cold river water, and offered a silent prayer. Then he pushed his boat into the river and waited for passengers. Farmers, traders, schoolchildren, and sometimes strangers passing through the village. People often looked down on Raman. "He is just a boatman," they said. "He knows nothing except rowing," they laughed. But Raman never replied. He only smiled. Chapter 2. A Life of Hard Work. Raman's life was not easy. On many days, he earned very little. Sometimes, no passengers came at all. On such days, he returned home with empty pockets, but a calm heart. His wife Sita supported him quietly. She never complained, even when food was less. Their small mud house had no luxury, but it was filled with honesty and peace. Raman believed one thing deeply: work done with honesty is never small. When the sun burned hot, he rowed. When rain soaked his clothes, he rowed. When cold winds froze his hands, he rowed. He knew every turn of the river. He understood its moods. He respected it like a living being. Many young men from the village left for the city to find better jobs. They mocked Raman, said, "Why do you waste your life on this river? Come with us. The city has money." Raman smiled and replied, "This river feeds me. I will not leave it." Chapter 3. The Stormy Night. One dark evening during the monsoon season, the sky filled with thick clouds. Thunder roared like an angry beast. Most people stayed indoors, afraid of the coming storm. Raman was about to tie his boat and go home when he saw a man running toward the riverbank. The man looked rich. His clothes were fine, and fear was clear on his face. "Boatman," the man shouted, "I must cross the river tonight. My wife is very sick in the next village. I must reach her." Raman looked at the river. The water was rising fast. Strong waves crashed against the bank. "It is dangerous," Raman said calmly. "The storm is coming." The man folded his hands. "Please, I will pay you well. My wife may die." Raman felt a deep pain in his heart. He thought of Sita. He thought of love, duty, and responsibility. Without another word, Raman untied his boat. Chapter 4. Courage over Fear. As they entered the river, Heavy rain began to fall. Wind pushed the boat sideways. Waves splashed over the edges. The man shook with fear. "We will die," he cried. Raman tightened his grip on the oars. His arms burned, but his mind stayed calm. "Do not fear," Raman said firmly. "Fear makes the river stronger. Faith makes us stronger." The storm grew worse. At one point, a large wave nearly turned the boat over. The man screamed. Raman closed his eyes for a moment and whispered a prayer. Then he rowed harder than ever before. Every stroke of the oar carried years of experience, patience, and discipline. Raman did not fight the river blindly. He moved with it, not against it. Slowly, carefully, he guided the boat toward the other side. After a long and terrifying struggle, the boat touched land. The man fell to his knees, crying with relief. "You saved my life," he said. "You are not just a boatman. You are a hero." Raman smiled gently. "I only did my duty." Chapter 5. A New Opportunity. The man was a rich trader named Mahesh. He insisted on paying Raman a large amount of money. Raman accepted only what he normally charged. Mahesh was surprised. "You could have asked for more." Raman replied, "Need does not give me the right to greed." Mahesh was deeply impressed. A few days later, Mahesh returned with an offer. "I need someone trustworthy to manage my boats for transporting goods," he said. "I want you." Raman was shocked. "Me? I cannot read or write." Mahesh smiled. "But you understand the river. You understand responsibility. That is more valuable." Raman discussed it with Sita. She encouraged him to try. That day, Raman's life changed. Chapter 6. Learning Beyond Books. Raman began working with Mahesh. At first, it was difficult. He had to learn new routes, deal with workers, and handle problems. Many educated men looked down on him. "This illiterate boatman will fail," they whispered. But Raman never lost heart. Every night, after work, he asked his son to teach him letters. Slowly, Raman learned to read basic words. He practiced writing his name again and again. He believed learning has no age. Mistakes happened, but Raman learned from each one. He treated workers with respect. He never cheated. He never shouted. Soon, people noticed something special about him. Under Raman's care, Mahesh's business grew. Losses reduced. Workers became loyal. Chapter 7. The Fall and the Rise. Success did not come without tests. One year, a severe flood destroyed many boats. The business suffered great loss. Some partners blamed Raman. "This happened because of him," they said. "Remove him." Raman was called for a meeting. Many angry faces surrounded him. Raman stood quietly and said, "I take responsibility. Give me one chance. I will rebuild." His voice was calm, but his eyes were strong. Mahesh trusted him and gave him time. Raman worked day and night. He repaired boats, motivated workers, and found safer routes. He used his deep knowledge of the river to avoid danger. Slowly, business returned. Then it grew even bigger than before. Those who doubted him felt ashamed. Chapter 8. The Boatman's Wisdom. Years passed. Raman was no longer just a boatman. He became a respected leader. Yet he never forgot his roots. Every morning, he still visited the river. He still touched the water with respect. Young people often came to him for advice. One day, a young man asked, "How did you succeed without education?" Raman smiled and said, "I was educated by life. The river taught me patience. The storms taught me courage. The boat taught me balance. And poverty taught me humility." He continued, "Do not wait for perfect conditions. Start where you are. Use what you have. Respect your work." Chapter 9. The Final Test. One evening, Raman saw a young boatman struggling with his boat during a strong current. Without hesitation, Raman jumped into his own boat and helped him. People shouted, "Why do you risk your life? You are old now." Raman replied, "A boatman's duty ends only with his last breath." They returned safely. That night, Raman fell sick. His body was tired, but his heart was peaceful. Before sleeping, he told Sita, "I lived honestly. I have no regrets." Chapter 10. A Legacy That Floats Forever. Raman passed away quietly. The entire village gathered by the river to honor him. Rich and poor stood together. Many cried. Mahesh said with tears, "This man taught me the true meaning of wealth." They placed flowers in the river. The water flowed gently as if bowing in respect. Raman's son continued his work, not just as a businessman, but as a man of values. The villagers still tell the story of Raman, the boatman, to their children. They say, "He had no degree, but he had wisdom. He had no power, but he had character. He had no wealth, but he was rich in heart." Moral of the story: no work is small if done with honesty. Education is important, but character is greater. Courage, patience, and discipline can change destiny. Respect your journey, even if it begins in a small boat. Like a boatman who crosses dangerous rivers, life rewards those who row forward despite storms.